This is me, Charlie. It's been a while since I've made a couple of videos. I've got tons of them, but I just haven't been editing or posting them because in the winter time it just gets really busy. But I do want to show you, I just got putting some wood chips in here because it keeps the mud down. This keeps your birds clean, it keeps them healthier. You can take off a layer off the top, which is the poo, and then just let them dig for the worms, and then from there add a nice fresh layer of wood chips. So try to get some free wood chips and store them and cover them up if you have to. I have mine in the open, so I don't have to worry about it breaking down too quickly. But these are some of my wood ducks and mandarin drake that I have in there. I just gave them some fresh water and they just love that. These guys need fresh water daily. Twice a day if it's a small container like this, but they basically need it daily. I used to put a smaller, half the size you see there, when I only had like 4 wood ducks, but now I have like 8 or 9, and so I have to keep this size in here because I love to just all jump in there. I'm hoping that in the springtime I can get him a female. I haven't had a female for him for a couple of years, so he needs a girl because he's actually paired up with the older white female that's right there. They do not produce fertile eggs because he's mandarin and she's wood, and wood duck breed, and they cannot make fertile eggs. So when they take over the nest box, there's a bunch of infertile eggs in there. So if I don't get a female for him, I will take him out, put him somewhere separate, and get him used to being alone for a short time until I can get him a female. But the wood ducks are doing great, and as you can see, I put some fresh shavings in here. I do have their food. It's a high protein food, and that's actually pumpkin from this October and November. It's important to give them pumpkin for deworming and for good nutrition. There's my new male. He's my red golden pheasant juvenile. I got him as a gift. And he had a few feathers taken out of him, and luckily because of that, his new feathers came in with color. So basically, when he had a few missing feathers, those new ones came in kind of like an adult. So I'm hoping this spring 2019 coming up, he will actually be fully colored. So what I got through doing today is I took out all of the dirt in here. It's very wet and muddy and poopy, and I actually put it in old flower beds for next year. And then I put a nice layer in here, but basically I can tell when it gets too full because I start touching the top of the coop with my head, and so I just got to get it out of here as much as I can and then put in some wood chips. So I have a couple of white wood ducks in here. They're both girls. I didn't get a boy baby. That's actually a baby over there. Well, she's not a baby anymore. She's probably like a year old. Well, 8 or 9 months old probably. Yeah, 8 or 9 months old because she was born this spring 2018. And some of these regular colored wood ducks like him and her, they carry the genetics for whites, and so that's why I ended up getting a white baby. And this white female mates with that one, so they don't make fertile eggs. So I know I didn't come from her, so she's a totally different bloodline. So it's important to give them a higher protein than your regular chickens, 20 to 24%. So I use flock raiser pellets, sometimes crumbles. I also do whole corn in the winter time and fall because it helps keep them nice and warm and add some extra fat. And these wood ducks actually do really well. They love the grain. They love scratch as well. That's their favorite. And it's just really important to do that to keep them healthy and happy so they don't end up passing away on you because they do need a higher protein. The pheasants, same thing. I have this girl here and this girl. I thought one of them was a boy because it was very dominant and it was showing off like a boy. But they both lay eggs. So I was like, oh, they're girls. So I'm glad to have him because this spring of 2019, I will end up having some fertile eggs. I think I'm going to hatch all the babies and probably sell them locally. And I'm going to put them under some cerama so they can do all the work. I'm going to try my best in 2019 to barely use the incubator in the house because I want them to be extremely healthy. I like to breed my birds when they're at least, and I mean at least, 1 year old, preferably 1 and 3 months or 1.5 years old, because I want them to be fully grown for when they start to lay eggs that can hatch out into potential pet breeders or pets for someone. Because I don't want them to just lay eggs and half-fertile babies, or half-fertile eggs that I can hatch out some babies when the parents haven't even developed completely. So these girls are about 2.5 years old. Boy, is it busy today. There's a lot of traffic. That was a school bus that went by. The pheasants are old enough. He's young. They're really sweet and tame. He's not used to me, but they should produce some beautiful, beautiful birds. I'll show you a picture of what, I'll Google a picture of an adult on the internet and show it to you here. The female wood ducks are very plain, so are the female white wood ducks. I'm hoping to get a white wood duck drake just so I can have that color mutation, but really I do prefer the original color, because look at this mandarin duck. Isn't that gorgeous? It's beginning to get late. It's around 4:15, almost 4:30, and it gets dark in the winter here. So I just wanted to show you guys I have actually cleaned out the coop and put fresh shavings in here and got their food in here. There's some oyster shell coral for calcium and oyster shell grit, and so they're very happy. The wood ducks do like to perch. They perch there and up there, and they perch right behind me. And I actually have some nest boxes in here that I didn't take out, but I do need to add 2 more because they used them all up last year and there was just 2 of them. So I have, this year I have 4 girls and 3 boys of the wood ducks, I think. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3. Oh, either that or I can't. Let's see. I think, yeah. Wait, never mind. I guess I have 3 girls. I'm gonna have to double check because I could have swore I had 3 boys, 3 girls, but I only see 3 girls, 2 boys. I remember one of them found a way to get out and flew away. These guys fly wild, so they have to be enclosed. So that's why I have 2 boys, 3 girls. So don't know what to say about that. I think one of these girls is not going to be able to have babies. That she'll lay eggs, but they won't be fertile because these guys tend to pair off in the spring. And then the white ones, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Yes, I do have 4 girls. 5 girls because of the 2 white ones. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, so there was a lot of traffic going by, and so it was really, really noisy, but hopefully you guys can hear me. So I think I just wanted to show you guys that I've cleaned this out, put some fresh wood chips. I recommend you going online looking for fresh wood chips and get as much as you can and store it. Use it for your garden, your pathways, your chicken area, because a lot of people have questions on what's the best type of substrate to put on the bottom of their chicken coops in the wintertime when it's raining, and it is definitely 100% wood chips. This stuff will help keep them dry, clean, and not dirty. And of course you got to refresh it a little bit, and you can even break it up if you have to. But in the summer this stuff breaks down and all the poop is just gone. You'll be so happy to use wood chips everywhere. So I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out the description below. Hopefully I'll have some links down there. Haven't been filling it out very much just because the editing has just been a lot, but we'll see. Alright, thanks for watching. It's getting dark and I'm trying to catch up. I put some fresh wood chips in here and I took out whatever needs to be taken out, topped it all, oopsie, and then in here, same thing with this pen. This is the Olansdorf pen. I'm hoping not to have the Olansdorfs anymore. So I'm gonna let them go, but I'm gonna keep my Seramas and keep doing that, and I enjoy them. But everyone's putting themselves to sleep, as you can see. They're all going up there. Okay, just wanted to show you a quick little update. I also picked up some stuff out here, and everything is in there. There's still some wood chips on the ground from before. And what I like to do is fluff it up a little bit or top it off more. If you put lots down, you'll end up getting a much fluffier wood chip that actually doesn't hold the poop as much. It's kind of like a gravel filter, and it'll go through as it rains. And in the summer it breaks down so quickly that it ends up being perfect to walk on. So everybody's just doing a little bit of a last minute eating, and then they will be putting themselves to sleep. And I think I'll be done for the evening. It's a lot of work. Look at my favorite little silkies. These little birch hens are so nice. Alright, I think that's it. Just wanted to show you guys that I am scooping out some of the layers on top, and I'm going to put that in the flower beds where there's no plants, so it can do its thing over the winter and be nice and rich for springtime. Today I changed the water, and I grabbed my favorite little ducky, and she's a little baby. She's about 6 months old, and I pick her up and I hold her and I walk quickly and I fly her over, and then I let her go and she flies right in there. And look at her, she loves it. She's really small, and she's got a cute little tight beak. She came out like her mommy and her daddy. So I'm going to breed her in 2019 when she's past a year old. In the springtime she should be much older because she's 6 months now, and we're in November. So she should be old enough to lay those eggs in the spring and start all over with making some show quality white call ducks. I just wanted to show you how cute she is. Look at her little face. There we go. Tapped it. It's actually darker than what you guys think on the video. I also have the light on. It's about 4:30. Alright, let me tap it again.